Welcome, it's Abhigyan Mishra, just another quantum computing enthusiast from Quiftix. So, if you have been in quantum computing community, you must have known about quantum intuition. It's a channel run by Daniel Collamer. He has been around since 2019 and he has been doing a great job making various videos touching each aspect of quantum computing and explaining them to a rookie like me. So, he has started a new thing, Turn the Qubits Off, and what he does is he invites guests and he gives them circuit, and the guests have to figure out the circuit and such that they have to turn the state of the qubits back to zero. So let me give you an example. So yeah, here we have all the circuits which he have he's issued, which he have submitted on Quantum Daily. So today we'll try to solve each of them, and I'll try to pass on my intuition of these circuits to you guys. So you can have a different intuition, it's up to you. It's completely about intuition. So let me give you an overview of what the game looks like. So here we have uncertain system. The Daniel Collamer's fork of Quark. The original Quark looks like this, and he just forked it and made available the tools which he thinks are viable and sufficient for solving these qubits, these circuits. Sorry. Then we have a mystery circuit. We don't know what it is, what gate it has. We just know that it changes the state of these qubits to these values or these states, you can say. So like for example, it changes this 0 qubit to a 50% probability of being 1 and 0. So okay, so first of all, let me just start solving it. So first of all, when I see a 50%, the first intuition I have is to check with Hadamard if it's in a superposition, and I could destroy the superposition by using an Hadamard, because an Hadamard negates an Hadamard. So yeah, so this was in superposition, so an Hadamard is destroyed this superposition, turning it back to its initial state, which seems to be 0. Okay, then we have one state or on state, just it says poly exit to just off it. Then I guess Hadamard didn't work on these two 50%. The second intuition I have when I see 50% is the two qubits are entangled with each other. So now we'll try entanglement. So let me, what I'm doing here is these two seems to be a bell pair, so I'm trying to destroy the entanglement by creating a bell circuit again. Okay, yeah, so that destroyed this one's entanglement and putting it back to the position, which seems to be 0. Then this is still 50%, which means this is in superposition. Then yeah, it must destroy the position, putting it back to the initial position, which seems to be 1. That's poly executed, and there we go, all the qubits are off. And then we have the second circuit. Okay, again to 50%. First intuition we have is Hadamard. Yep, worked and worked. Okay, the second thing we notice is that there's a certain value, 14.6 probability of being 1 and 85.4 you can say of being 0. So this particular value I have used Quark for some time now, so I guess this value could be obtained by using an 8th turn gate. Yep, yeah, so you can see any 8th turn gate would give me this value. Yeah, it's about how much angle it rotates the qubit from the initial position. So this 14.6 will be solved. The first intuition would be to solve them using these gates, 8 turn gates. Let's try x1 by 4. Okay, but no, wait, it changed 50%, which means this should work. Yeah. So this work because the previous gate, because if the plus gate doubled it, almost doubled, you can say almost doubled in 50% state, then the inverse gate should negate it completely as putting the qubit in off state. So this doesn't seem to be affected by both x, which means it's not along axis. Then the next thing to try is y. Yep, then it should work. Yes, it did. So all the qubits are off. And let's go to the third circuit. I think it's recording, right? Yep, it's recording. So yeah, third circuit, I think I opened it. Yeah, so all the states are in 50%. Okay, so first thing tries Hadamard, worked like a charm. Doesn't seem to affect these two. So we have two qubits, both in 50%. Second thing to try from my intuition is entanglement. So let's just try for entanglement. Yep. These two seem to be entangled, but what I did here was just, yeah, I just broke the entanglement. Yeah, so yeah, I just broke the entanglement, putting them to the initial state. It was in superposition, I guess. Yeah, it was superposition, breaking the superposition. Just went from Hadamard here. So now we have the last circuit. This seems to be a sort of a challenge. It says this is a new one and hard one for the courageous. So let's try to do this, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so the first new thing we notice here is this thing. So first of all, I was not sure what this was, but I was like, I have seen this somewhere. So I just searched a bit and then I found it here. It was in Grover's search algorithm, and therefore what it does is it gives you the probability of finding the qubit in this particular state. For example, here we have the probability of finding the qubit to be in a state of 00110 to be 5.3347. I'll be honest, I don't know how this could help me to solve this. I will solve it using my intuition, as we have been doing with other circuits. So yeah, first we see 50%, we apply Hadamard. So worked here like a charm. Then we apply Hadamard again, not putting them to the superposition, but yeah, putting them to the original position, I guess. Yeah, so just Hadamard this and this. Yep. So I think this was inverted, right? This was inverted by Hadamard. Yeah, this was inverted by Hadamard. So we see that we have 14.2, 14.6 and 85.4, and yeah, we 85.4 is nothing but 100 minus 14.6, that is just an inverse. So this means that I guess the solution of any one of this can be an inverse solution for this. So yeah, so let me just try to solve this one first. The first one tries X gate. Yeah, so if we're that means this will do it. Yeah, this will do it. And the next thing to try is try the opposite in this. Yes, so these two bits seem to be opposite of each other, so it is just poly. Yep. So yeah, this is remaining. We'll come back to it later because I think it's not affected by Hadamard, and yeah, let's see later. It might be entangled. And so yeah, next thing to try is X gate here. No, it put in 25%, which means it's not along x-axis. Then next thing to try is Y. Yes, it did work. So now we have this 50%. This isn't implemented by Hadamard, which means not in superposition, and this is a lone qubit which does not have this is not off, which means it cannot be entangled, I guess. So next thing we notice is that it's in 50%, which means from the original position, initial 0, it's at a 50%. It has a position such that is the probability of being 0 and 1 at 50%, which means it could be around any axis, but the rotation is I guess quarter rotation, because if it's half rotation turns 0 to 1, then quarter rotation will turn it into 50% state. So we will have the gates. We can use gates from this group. So let me try by x1 by 2. Yeah, it did work. So it was 50%. It was pi by 2 rotation on x-axis, I guess. Okay. So I think that's all the circuits we have here. Well, I guess there was another circuit. I think Daniel tweeted out, but I don't use Twitter that much, so I missed it. So I think he's already made a video on it. So and I watched the video. So this still doesn't count. I'm not saying that this would be completely my original intuition, because it's my subconscious mind has that video. So ideas will collide, you can say. So yeah, first thing we notice here is the magical thing is happening to this qubit. Its value seems to be, its probability seems to be changing with time. So how is this happening? Yeah, it's not that hard. There is a separate gate in quark known as spinning gate, you can say. What it does is it rotates the qubit along the axis you choose with time t. So I have chosen x, then it rotates it along x-axis. You can see that it's changing the value of x coordinate and rotating it back to it. So yeah, so we don't know what rotation he used or along which axis, we don't know that. So first thing we need to try is an Hadamard always, and doesn't seem to be affecting. But yeah, I have watched the video. So he suggested to use a gate before the mysterious circuit. That could help, he said. So let me try putting Hadamard before. So Okay, so important thing to notice here is the Hadamard is not affecting the probabilities, the change in probabilities, and if it was, which means the rotation was around x-axis, but it is not, which means that the rotation is not around x-axis, it might be around y or z-axis. That's my intuition. I might be completely wrong with this. Then the next thing to try is x y escape, I guess. No, sorry, the full rotation or half rotation, 180 degree rotation will not do anything. It will put it back to its same axis, so that would do shit. The next thing could be to try half gates. Yeah, so this x1 by 2 stopping this from changing anymore, is changing minutely, then not changing anymore, means that we just rotated it along x-axis. So it was previously on, yeah, so now it's on x-axis, I guess. Yeah, that will just apply. Yeah, that works. So yeah, that just turns this whole thing off. I think that's all the circuits we have. I wasn't very clear with my intuition with this. It seems to be it was not affected by Hadamard, so it was not rotating along the x-axis. It was affected by x1 by 2. Okay, it was affected by x1 by 2. I'll get back to you with that. Okay, that's it for this video. I guess you liked it. If you did, please like, and if you found my intuition to be wrong at any point, or you had a better intuition, you're free to write it in the comment. Thank you.